Welcome back for another episode on operations technology. And I've been having this conversation with Raj to keep operations safe, available, and secure. So we've had 5 episodes which we have completed, and we are talking today about regulatory and compliance requirements in the 6th episode. Raj, thank you so much for being here. So, how does regulatory and regulatory and compliance requirements impact operations technology? I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Thank you very much for having me, Sujit. When it comes to OT security, it also regulated by several governing bodies because there is a necessity for it, and also the evolution has been gone through. The organization been paid a lot of money out of hack these networks. So the regulatory bodies has come up with certain frameworks to adhere all these big organizations to adhere these standards. So mainly there are several standards. So I'll just walk through a couple of the important things. It goes with the securities. So one is the NIST, the Cybersecurity Framework, the CSF. So which is one of the framework to organization to manage, mitigate the cybersecurity risk, because when it comes to connected to IT security, it's going to be overridden. So then this is going to be a frame, the guidance they need to follow. And also the NIST, the special publication 822, which is also provide securing the industry control, the ICS part. And also the ICS is the integral part of the OT environment. So this publication also help us to understand what's the frameworks around the logical controller system, the ICS part. The other one is the ICE 42, ICE 62443, I believe. So which is mainly on the security of industrial automation and the control system, and bodies look after these standards. So this is to cover the management and the system and the components requirements and the security assurance level of the devices and so on. That is one of these the regulatory body it's along with. And also the other one is the NERC, which is the North American Electric Reliability Corporations, which is on the critical infrastructure protection. So this is mainly the CIP standards for mandatory for organization to involve in the bulk power systems. So if there is it's mainly go with the electrical components of, and also other the general acts like GDPR and the HIPAA standard also need to be followed when there is a combined with IT OT part. And the other one is the ICA, ISA, ICE 65511, which is also a safety instrument system standards process industries. So it's mainly on the functions, safety, security of integrated systems. So these are the regulatory bodies governing these OTs to providing guidance and the frameworks. It's in place for OT to enhance their security aspect of their organizations, I would say.
Absolutely. So, Raj, I mean, as always, I would also like to add a few points to whatever you have mentioned. So one of the things which NERC CIP, that is, which Raj spoke about, talks about sabotage reporting. Now, sometimes we also keep hearing in the news, when you lose electricity, was it a technical issue or was it a sabotage, right? I don't think we have a framework, and hence it probably doesn't get the necessary attention. Or maybe it gets done, but we as public, we don't get to see it. But going forward, I think every industry will be required to report this. And then we also, I think if you recall, I spoke about the policy and the governance. So that becomes a requirement. And then your pet subject, network security, right?
Yes.
So that is a requirement as well. And then we're also talking about system security controls, different aspects of controls to be implemented to secure your OT systems, and cybersecurity incident response. So if there is a cyber security incident, how do you detect? How do you respond? And then, of course, the recovery plans. Typically, in a data network, we talk about incident response, we talk about business continuity, disaster recovery, and so on and so forth. And here we are talking about recovery plans. And then you also spoke about vulnerable systems. You also spoke about vulnerability assessment. That is also a requirement. Right? So change and vulnerability management. And then, of course, you're talking about protection of cyber systems and information. So the list goes on, and it is always good to baseline the security based on a standard. So it is much more easier to reference and benchmark your security posture. So Raj, so with that, I just want to conclude this session. And when we come back, we will be talking a little more in depth on incident response and recovery. So that will be in our 7th episode when we meet next. So thank you so much. And viewers, I call upon you to watch out for our next episode. If you have missed the previous ones, please make time to watch them. It's very short, very, very easy to comprehend. And I think if you really go and check our YouTube channel, it would also provide you the different chapters and notes in terms of what has been discussed. So if you are constrained in time in watching the whole video, you can actually go and read the content, and it will be a good takeaway for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.